Morning, everybody, and welcome to Mystic's MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. All right, so today I'm on my electric healer, which is my hero. I need to further my progression with him, so I've got a lot of things to do today. Trying to, play different tunes throughout the week, and just trying to have fun as much as possible. As much as possible. Okay, so we got a couple of things here we're just going to dump off in the bank that I'm not really going to be utilizing, freeing up some of that extra space. Okay, I'm not going to be using that at the moment as well. Most of it's just exabytes and stuff. I won't need that as well. Alright. I think we're pretty good to go. I do have to collect that, but we'll put that there for now. Alright. So every time I log in, the first thing I do is I usually do my stabilizers. Something I'm always into. Yo, Sam, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing good today. So there are a couple of rumors flying around, maybe about a new power set. I don't know where people are getting this information. I haven't heard anything on the forums. I was looking at the forums or anything to try to get a sense of what's going on, but I haven't found any indication to validate those rumors. So I'm just chalking it up to speculation at this point. So there's a lot of power sets already in the game, so if they come out with a new one, cool. If not, it's whatever for me anyways. Now this is my healer, but I do have a DPS loadout in Armory. He's pretty, like, newbie. This dude is very newbie. I have a lot to go on this tune. Okay. Not too bad. Elise, what's up? Keep up the awesome work. Have an awesome and blessed day. Can't wait for more content. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really enjoying playing the different power sets in the game. I always did. I really, once again, I feel like there's a couple games I'm going to be taking a look at maybe this week and kind of giving players an overview of what it's like to start in maybe a new product. Like Knights of the Old Republic is a game I want to showcase for a day or two to show players what you get for the free version, what you'd have to anticipate, what limitations you have, what it's like. So I might start that from a ground up, because some of these games are older, but players can enjoy them. What can you anticipate? What can you experience? These are things that I would really like to go over with when it comes to the MMO genre, because we have new games coming out towards 2019, but it's still up in the air when they will be released and what platforms. I prefer games that have multiple platform accessibility, like Elder Scrolls, DCUO, Terra. Even though I haven't got much into the Terra console platform, it is it does have multi-platform. Now, only a few games have cross-platform applications, which we know Final Fantasy XIV, I do believe they are cross-platform PC and PlayStation. So there are a lot of products out there that, you know, have, you know, an appeal. Black Desert's soon going to be launching on Xbox, a really badass combat game. Unfortunately, it's just so grindy. I think you'll be hit and miss for a lot of players coming up. Just for the simple fact that it has so much grind to it, and the RNG is just grueling. But once you get towards endgame, it is a blast in PvP. That's where the endgame focus is. And a lot of games are like that. But, you know, to get to that point for Westerners is not always ideal. So I feel like sometimes Pro Abyss needs to understand what it takes to get to endgame, especially with all of these classes. It's like it's an amazing game, but how many classes can you afford to play because it's so grindy? That becomes the question. Now, I do love you know, how it's structured. It's a buy-to-play game, and you're not required to do a monthly subscription. There are options to do something like a monthly subscription, and you do get some perks towards your XP gain, which it does help alleviate some of that grind. But at the end of the day, what it's really about is like having pets, having crafting outfits, things like that. And life skills aren't very productive. That's only another thing I hope that maybe they change in the future, is making you know, life skills a little bit more relevant towards players being able to craft their materials or craft viable you know, armor, weapons, and things like that towards endgame. Like, not making it necessarily the best, but keeping it competitive. I feel that's one of the downsides to the product, you know, as well. Where a game like Elder Scrolls, you can craft and then use that towards your end game. So, you know, a lot of people are like, oh my god, you know, this game is like got this problem. And no game's perfect. No game is. Like this game, I love this game in PvE. I love the content. I love the lore. I love every aspect to what the game offers in DC, except it's zone-based. It's instance-based. So you don't have this immersed feeling that you're playing alongside other players majority of the time unless you're instanced. And that's not to say it's a bad thing, because in this game, raiding, you can pug. SP is terrible. Alright, so let's get into this.
At last, my deluge have succeeded in winning over the simple-minded inhabitant of the Ninth Tribe. The attack...
There we go.
These historical documents that the widowhood sent me, documenting the lineage
Okay.
of Atlantean kings, are fascinating. As king, I must learn from my predecessors' mistakes.
Well, since I am a hero, I'll be talking to not Ocean Master, but Aquaman instead.
Only then can we build a better future.
I don't know why I can't hear him.
As you say, Mara, but this tribunal is shaping up to be more of a witch hunt than an awards ceremony.
Now, brother, let us hear what the council has to say. Perhaps they've finally recognized which son of Atlan is worthy to sit on the throne.
Glad to see you still have a sense of humor, brother.
All right.
Your devotion to the surface world has brought our nation to the brink of ruin. Orin, son of the House of Atlan. Since being crowned king, you have been delinquent in your duties to Atlantis.
Have you forgotten that I am your king?
We have not. Which is why, by the order of Poseidon, we strip you of your royal title as King of Atlantis and find you guilty of treason.
This is madness. You would leave the throne vacant at such a critical time?
Hardly, Arthur. Atlantis has chosen a true king to lead it.
No longer will we allow an absentee, surface-loving half-breed to rule our proud realm. Guards, kill the traitors.
Wrath, you will pay for this insolence.
Okay. Gonna drag everything over to the heel. I love the combat in this game. God, I love it. It's still a Twitch-based game. I mean, it still has, you know, turn-based mechanics, but add this with the weapons, the weapon skills, and it really makes the game shine. All right.
Mara, go now. Get free of the palace before the crown of thorns traps you. I'll be right behind.
For Atlantis!
Arthur, no!
Make haste, woman, or we'll be next. The crown of thorns cometh.
Nothing can stop the Crown of Thorns. It is an ancient forbidden magic from the time of Orion.
Trying to get to the end here. Yo! Favorite power? I like it. I like it. I'm on my hero. But yeah. I was like, man, I really do got to get on this dude. Just because he looks badass. I'll be honest with you. I'm like, he looks badass. I love the play style. Do you use pistols? What's your weapon, Spartacus? What's your weapon of choice? I really do like the pistols because I can play melee or range. I really do enjoy the pistols a lot with this. I'm partial more range, but like staffs would be kind of cool with this. I don't know about shields, man. Like shields with earth work like rocks, but let's go. Alright. 2H. Do you use 2H? Really? How do you like it? I mean, is like my problem with 2H is comboing. But I could see why you'd like it because, you know, you could lay down all these effects and then get the weapon combos. I love martial arts, And there's a lot of things I do enjoy. Ocean Master, get the flip out of my way, dude. But I've never been really good at the 2H comboing with the power sets. I'm very sloppy when it comes to clipping with 2Hs. I can't do it very well. That's my problem. Comboing and trying to clip up with a 2H is, for me, is so rough. But I could see why you would like it. I mean, you like your rotation? I could see the appeal. I mean, honestly, I could. I was thinking about running something like that with my fire because I could throw down dot effects. But I really do like the range a little bit. I think maybe I'm partial. Maybe I'll build a melee with my fire with the 2H. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Quickly, this way.
Get a new armory for him and, you know, maybe work on that. Trying to get my 2H skills up. Oh. Oh, it's on the other side, derp. My DPS rotation doesn't really require combos. I got you. So you get it in and then you do the weapon, you do your weapon. Like, you know, maybe get one or two heavy attacks in. Because the 2H hits hard. So even on what maybe like one or two light attacks are hitting really pretty hard. You know, it has a shorter end combo. Like, it doesn't have like a 7 hitbox, you know, combo. So, I mean, I think like the max combo for a 2H is like 4. I want to say it's like a 4 combo hitbox. So, but I always feel like it's implementing the combo. But I can see now that if you're not worried about your combo setup, but why you can pull that off. I need to get my armory too. Shield saves lives. Bastard. I love the gap closing on this. Oh shit! No! I wasn't paying attention! Oh shit! All of a sudden my health just dropped and I got killed. Does it reset the fight? Yeah, I think it does. God! Mystic, pay attention! God, I hate that, man. Dude lags out. No way. I got the block off. Stop it. Okay, this is where I gotta pay attention. Okay, we're gonna drop them now. There we go. Gotta pay attention to these things. God bless it. Foolish Zebel Witch.
We have no choice, Orm. There is no other way, and we cannot pull back the crown.
They have the one where you spin around and knock people down. Yeah. I have a few unlocked, but I heavy attack to knock them down, then keep them stunned with my electric powers. Yeah, it sounds like a solid idea, man. I like the idea, definitely, of the 2H with that. I never, you know, I've always kind of steered away from 2H. Some people prefer it. It's definitely, you know, one of those things. Like if I was a precision build, I don't know. I mean, it would be hard. It hits hard. Like 2H hits hard. It's just it's a very slow weapon, but at the same time, the combos are so powerful. Like really, really powerful. Like really good. It definitely does have a very nice like attacks to it.
Well, it looks like my dinner just woke up, boys.
All right. So my new headset's supposed to be coming in today, and thank God, because this thing, I got the tape around it, but it's kind of like bending, and it's hurting my fucking head.
Pay for his actions. Aqualad has been surveilling the silent school and may know where Arthur's trident is being kept.
The name's Calder, but most folks up top call me.
Don't let kids borrow $100 headsets. I love my daughter. She didn't know, but do not let kids borrow $100 headsets. Lesson of the friggin' day.
The silent school is probably the place to start.
Buy them something cheap and keep them away. My daughter was using my computer. My headset was plugged in. She utilized it, and well, she pulled outward instead of back. I'm like, no, and it snapped. I was like, no, 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 no. Okay, so I have the quest. Oh, wait, what? There it is. Okay. I got a lot of work to do on this tune. I mean, a lot of work. Okay. Gather information with the acolytes. So I have to do this beginner mission, and I really, really hate this beginner mission. If you haven't been on, you can log in and play Atlantis during the event. It is accessible to all players at this point. So even if you're playing for free and you want to check it out, you can do that. So that is kind of really cool too. If you're trying the game for the first time, you will have the, you know, the capability of trying out Atlantis. Oh shit. See, this is my problem. Give it to me.
The crown's magic is ancient, and all the relics of power belong to us. Safe from
Never.
meddling hands.
The faceless one will destroy you.
If I can keep to the outside, it's probably the best way. You can draw too much aggro, especially if you're running AoEs. It's a pain. So that's my suggestion. When you come in, don't go barreling in the middle. You'll regret it.
I'll tell you. King Wrath has gone mad with magical power. He has given the trident to our faceless master. The faceless one has it, along with others.
I'm just going to kind of keep at a range, a safe distance, just so I don't keep aggroing.
You have no chance.
Alright. No, not right now, dude. I don't need a group. Just need one more of these different alkalites.
King Wrath
There it is. Blam. Now we're going to do the silent school. Really awesome environment here. There are briefings and things to find, collections and things like that. Took the long way, but hey, whatever.
So that faceless freak has been collecting.
Okay, now I can pick up the
relics
dailies
away in his inner sanctum.
and the weeklies.
Good thing I cut a lot of class junior year.
Coram Wrath's rise
I
to
can get us
power is
inside.
based on lies and
I'll be
broken
waiting there when
promises.
you're ready.
If we hope to remove him from power, we will
The
need
sea
to win
suffers
back
as
the
much
trust
as
of
the people do under
and take
Coram
out his
Wrath.
most loyal
Coram
commander.
Wrath's experiments with forbidden
has
magic
affected
the creature.
How does electricity work in oil and water? Wouldn't it be like, am I like an electric eel in this phase? Because shouldn't I be dead? Okay. Everything's good, so I want to go back to my journal. I want to look at my update now. And now I can go to the silent school. So I want to try to keep this in order as much as possible, especially when I'm doing this. Now, this also gives me the opportunity to queue up for my 8-mans, which I'm a low tier. So I really do want to kind of take advantage of any progression that I can as much as possible, except Prime. I'll hit Prime some other time. I'm going to queue in as a healer because typically I am a healer with this build. So when I'm into this, I'm going to go to the silent school. I will be healing the silent school unless there's a healer. So this is my DPS loadout look. Changed them up just a little bit. Gave them that golden time worn outlook. Kind of make things stand out a little bit. Okay. While I'm waiting for queues. Oh, I can do 4-mans too. Should be queuing my 4-mans. We need to get these up 79. I just need the feats. Is what I really need. So, more feats than anything. I hate Outer Cave though. So, we'll queue all of this. And I'll do both rolls in this. Area 51 instance. Sure. We'll do an Area 51. Okay. Now, there is somebody in healer role. Looks like they've already started, so we got a 121 in here as well. Roz, what's up? Hopefully it doesn't knock me down again. This fucking thing is annoying. I'm trying to get to the boss. Or on the last boss. I was dominating BGs with my Shadow Lord. Nice. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to switch out to heals. One death? Awesome. That is good, man. At least, especially if it's a death match. Now you see the beauty of the Shadow Walker. Yeah, no, it's a good set. I haven't used it. And one thing about Elder Scrolls that I like I said, you can kind of put a lot of things together in Elder Scrolls. My major problem isn't with the idea behind the game. It's just performance. I'm tired of playing. I don't like gimmicks, and I don't like the performance, man. There's bugs. Okay. We'll take the operating cart.
Brainiac has failed to gain the green kryptonite. We will store it now at the Watchtower, where it can be properly guarded. The Justice League thanks you, and I will certainly contact you again. Martian Manhunter, out.
Okay. Okay, that one is whatever. Trying Livewire and the Sork. No, I've already done Livewire. Yeah, I've done Livewire already. I've also tried the other set. I forget what it's called. Alright, so back to 4-man queue. There's my silent school. There's my silent school. I'll pretty much be staying heals most of the time if we don't have a healer. Yeah, I'll be staying heals.
You made it. And just in time.
Now this is my healer. So
if I remember my lessons with Tempest correctly, these sigils of Orion on the
hate
floor
when people do
will
that.
prevent us from being seen or attacked until we exit them.
Enough with the jabber-jawing, kid. Let's kick their tails.
Word up. You heard the man. Shark. school is officially.
You got eclipse yesterday?
The headmaster's sanctum is home to the most powerful and forbidden magic in the history of Atlantis. The entire structure is one massive magical maze, complete with puzzles and guardians.
If we stand an iceberg's chance in the South Pacific of stealing the trident, we'll need to split up. I'm with Aqua Kid. The rest of you know.
I wonder.
Take the other portal.
No.
And remember, I'm still not Team Atlan. I'm only here to see how this plays out. For my people. Now move it, chum. You dare invade the silent school?
All right. Well, that's what people do when they don't understand something there, Roz. They'll question it.
She blows my mind. Turns out she isn't even from here. Neither am I. I'm Atlantean and an Aquamancer.
The eyes of Gemini see all. Only those who possess true mastery can blind them. You stand no chance.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you do with it. You gotta let me know when it's finished. Make sure you get a video. Try to get it to me. I'd love to see it. Okay. Oh, hold on, there's one right there. Yeah, you can send it. I can receive messages, I just can't reply. I mean, I don't know if I can even reply anymore. I should be able to maybe reply. Now, as a healer in any game, primary rule of thumb as a healer, stay back. Okay. I should be able to get that for a minute. Why get this?
As with all things brilliant and undreamt of, the temptation of power becomes irresistible. The mages, now husband and wife, turn.
There we go. I don't care what you do, but if it's on Xbox, I want to be in a group as you run it through a dungeon. Yeah. Well, it's a PvP build, I think. Spartacus. I think he's going weaponless with the PvP. Oh, this is where we turn into lobsters. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, he's on Xbox. What the flip, man? It's better not bug up. Oh, there it is. I'm like, what the hell?
Meddlers! Do not destroy the statue of cancer. You'll never find the correct sacrificial avatar to place the moonstone in. My mirror image spell will stop you. You've chosen
Oh, shit. Get me out of this. Move it. Why am I stuck? I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck. I'm stuck. How did this happen? How do you... I don't...
You've chosen You've chosen poorly.
No, I can't get out.
You've chosen poorly.
Oh my god. How? Look. There we go. I was stuck as a crab. Thank God that fixed it. I need to report that. Go. Done. I don't think there's one in here. Or maybe... Don't think there is. There we go. I like the trial set something Yokita works like Livewire and Thunderbug combined, but I like it better. Yokita's a good. It is a good set. The other, some of the tank sets that would come out of those old school trials are like the 10-minute cooldown, stupid.
Unleash the guardian of the
Crown of Thorns.
By darkest water, by Sula's horns, unleash the guardian of the crown of thorns.
I love this boss. I just don't like that ground animation with the thorns. Like the spiking thing coming up. Don't like that. But the boss looks cool. The mechanics are good. I think I'm going to switch that one ability, though. I think I'll have to check my... All right. Boots? What am I taking? I think I'm taking boots. Let me see what my group transducer. But you know what? I'm going to take Word of Power. I think Word of Power is just a lot better in this scenario. I like, my healing's fine. I feel comfortable with the healing. I need a utility. I'm not going to get as much as a troller would, but
I don't want him to get hurt either. You go for the trident, and I'll deliver this crystal from the thorn golem.
Because
it may come in handy.
trans, just a shield. The other one's going to give a heal to me, and then a utility for my party. I only have one nasty blade, don't I? And the scary thing is, it was my first 50. That's a good thing. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Is Livewire worth it? Livewire can, you know, I feel like you need another set to raise the bar and utilize, you know, your jewelry and, transmute jewelry appropriately. But yeah, it's a good set. Not for PvE, though. PvP. PvE, it's not good. Now watch what I do here. I'm going to restore their power. I don't want him to take over my head, so I'm going to stay in the gold circle. I'm gonna be able to get you, dude. Gotta pay attention to mechanics. See how I kept him heal when he did the sacrifice, the sacrificial sword? That's important. Without a healer, you pretty much can die. Yeah. Gotta block. Either their armor shit or something. I had to take my headset off. It's hurting against my head so bad. So I can't hear very well. Alright. I need to put something against that. Let me see this. Let's see if this will work.
Looks like I'm still on the reef about the House of Atlan sitting on the throne again.
So I'm trying something.
I owe you and the House of Atlan my life. I will spread the word to others like me.
I'm trying something. Oh yeah, I think that works.
If only he was still here to wield it.
Yeah.
Aqualad found a way past the crown. Join us in the caverns below the palace and come ready for a fight.
Okay. So loot. I already have feet. I'm gonna take the ring. We got that. Got some more marks. That's why we're running slime crawl because of Harbinger.
I now possess the power I need to assure my reign for all time. The forbidden power of the abyssal dark has shown me the way.
Yeah, because of the CC. Yeah, that's good.
According to this, King Atlan was a powerful
Yeah.
known as the Great King.
Yeah, Spartacus makes a really good point there.
And was founder of the House of Atlan. His brother Orin I betrayed
I think I only missed one.
and took his place as king. Atlan, believed dead, went into exile to seek revenge. Definitely a dark time on his journeys.
I didn't think there was one in here. Let me just do a quick flyby. No. No, there's not one in here. There's one over here, though, up here.
The Silent School hides many secrets in their walls. In some cases, for our own
Okay,
protection.
there we go.
The Zodiac crystals are.
Now we can do our raid on this tune. Okay, so event is now the Crown of Thorns raid, which we can do. And of course, we can queue up this as well. So Sorry, it's my heater. O on? Sure. I'll do O on. All right. Oh. Spartacus. Yep. It's Spartacus. Oh, I am. No, I'm not Spartacus. He is.
What took you so long? Brainiac's attack on the emotional spectrum has
why?
done a number on the central power battery of OA and caused a bunch of fractures in the science cells. The main containment door over there lost power and the prisoners are busting out of the joint. I need you to hold them off while I power it back up.
Prisoners release for transport imminent.
I will be staying healer in this bitch. Because even though I'm not really getting a lot out of this,
Losing power to all science cells.
oh.
Science cell power at 50%.
Malfunction. Science cell inertial restriction field reversed.
Prisoner 461501, Evil Star, released.
The power of my star band cannot be defeated. Starlings eliminate.
Getting such a friggin' carry. We're gonna take the mark.
Disabled.
Detention level 159 power is critical. Science cell power at 25%.
All right.
Science cell lock malfunction. Repair console to prevent cell door breach.
Let's go, let's go. These guys are just beating it up, though.
Malfunction. Science cell inertial restriction field reversed.
Prisoner 3-1.
Vice.
Vice.
Fucking Vice. I've seen fucking 200s fall to this dude by accident. You do not want to be in that shit. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna have to. I don't think I actually whatever, but yeah, I'm gonna have to. Should have just taken the mark, but I couldn't turn it down. I couldn't.
Science cell power at 75%.
Got a Promethean. Go. I hate some of these phases.
Detention level 415 has lost power.
Malfunction. Science cell inertial restriction field reversed.
Prisoner 0000.
Prisoner 000.
Corona. Corona has an awesome backstory.
For millennia, I have remained in that cell to rot. The Guardians, their core. All of you will pay.
This dude has an awesome backstory in the DCU. I wrote your code.
Command override. 7-2 Corona Alpha 4. Attack. Long before the Guardians created the ring, I was the first to harness the power
Of will.
I was the one that gave
Birth to it all. Love this.
my gauntlet.
Okay. Looks good. Never gives anything good. Oh. Okay, that's cool. I freaking, at least I got a furniture piece.
Eloquent, thanks. It looks like a couple prisoners escaped, but the core
Hell yeah, and there it is. There's my feet. It's what we need. Hell yes. Thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you.
Science Cell Inquest Record. Prisoner Lissa Drack.
Interrogators. What a wonderful opportunity for me to share a foreboding.
Like I used defending Yokita, Tormentor, 2H Templar tank. Yeah, that would be a pain in the butt, wouldn't it? For Playable trying to kill your ass. Alright. Let me see something. I think Reel's on here, so... Oh, he logged out. Damn it. Gonna group up with him. Alright, so... that 4-man's done. Let's hold on. Let's see where we're at with currency. 16 and there it is, Crown of Thorn raid. We are at 60, 70s, 70. Should be able to move on to the next here almost. Mystic, you're invited too, but you do PS4, so yeah, I haven't been playing on Xbox lately. Because, well, I was on Xbox, but I got a temporary whatever suspension crap. Fucking auto-suspend bullshit. Fucking Microsoft. Don't get me started. I'm so pissed about it. I'm still pissed about it. Oh, wrong loadout. I'm still pissed about that. Still really pissed. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, thank God. I'm in the right fucking row anyways.
As a member of Task Force X, you'll be working alongside members of the Suicide Squad. Your compliance is compulsory.
Over my dead body, Orm. The trident will stay in my possession for as long as I live and breathe. Now follow me. This all sounds familiar.
This is gonna be a bitch for me.
This was during the time when Atlantis
Not gonna lie.
above the sea, and my home, Zebor, was still part of the kingdom proper. If I recall, legends claim that Zebor sank into a vortex inside what land dwellers call the Bermuda Triangle. The vortex transported our people to our current home. So, it was the dead thing that separated our people and destroyed Atlantis?
I do really got to get that supply drop up. That's what I got to work on. Yes, that's fine. I don't care. Tactical and supply drops what I need build up on this tune. Like really bad. No tank. You specialize in tank role? Yeah, but I don't have no tank in this game at the moment. I like playing support classes. If I could clone myself to be my healer as I'm tanking, it'd be awesome. Okay, we got a tank. Sweet. It does help having tanks in trials or raids. A lot.
Where do you think you're going with that pitchfork?
Don't be foolish, King Shark. Kormrath's reign of terror must end by any means necessary.
No offense, but your king is dead and the man that killed him is sitting on the throne, while you and Ormy here hide in the trenches.
Enough, you sea-cursed sociopath. It is my birthright to rule the people of Atlantis.
The people of the Ninth don't want you. They want someone like them in charge. That's why I'm taking that trident and bringing down Wrath myself. It's time Atlantis.
It's playing the same way as my blade, oh, do you?
King Shock.
When he says blood frenzy, I'm gonna pop the ulti. Now. Now you're going to see the difference between my healing, when I heal, and when other people fucking heal. People are like, oh, I got this much SP. Your fucking healing skills suck. If I help it, nobody should die through the blood frenzy. Okay, now shield. I'll do one more. I need to maintain my other shield system for that one. And I can do. Throw the shield on the tank. He needs heavy mitigation. Good. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, people. Who's the fucking man who knows this shit? There it is. There it is. You see how it's done? I'll show people how it's done. I'll show people how we heal in this game. I'll show people how I heal, period.
Who protected not just Atlantis, but
don't question my MMO skills.
we take the throne from Wrath. I swear on Arthur's soul, the next king will follow.
People are like, it's an event. It doesn't matter. I know the mechanic. I know how to rotation, how to use certain abilities during different mechanics. One dude, I was on electric healer. You could always see like 2 healing effects at all times. The one is whatever. So he had 3, and I didn't see the group shielding. He's like, oh, you know, I was throwing the shields, and I'm like, funny, I didn't see one fucking shield system. Not one. Mitigation reduces how much healing you need. If you guys notice, my number 2 button hardly ever gets used. It's my burst heal. I only use it like on tanks, like to pull people up. But it doesn't heal very well for the cost. So keeping my hots down, keeping my mitigation up, these things are kind of important. Knowing when to pop my trinkets at the time that it's needed the most. Reserving my supercharge for, you know, those moments the tanks got a lot on as a healer. The little things like this make a huge difference. Yeah, but the one dude that was healing me, Spartacus, I was tanking, and I died 6 times. Because he didn't run shields. He wasn't running his shields rotation. I was like, how aren't you running your shields? Every healer, every healing power set has a shield system. Like, well, it's up to the tank. The tank, you use the shield system on top of the tank shield system. He needs mitigation, especially if he's going to combo up. And I was like, what the hell? I didn't understand it. Like, why the healer sucked so bad. But at first. But then I realized, oh shit, you know? But, you know, electric heals are really good. I agree. And I love it because that's why I love armories, man. I really enjoy armories in this game. I'm able to switch out between my roles efficiently.
Quickly, we have been discovered. Defend your
Okay, I'm going to pop up a little bit. Keep the hots, keep the shields up. Once that tank hits around about half at any time, I pop the supercharge. But if I'm doing all my rotation right with my loadout, he shouldn't. Not on this type of stuff anyways. When I calculate a loadout, I calculate efficiency. You guys will note. Now, sword healing's a lot different because all the hots get laid down first. And it will deplete, but it has the longer duration out of most healers' hots. Because they're ground effects. So do you recommend 2 armories per tune? Yeah, minimal. You can have up to 4 per tune. But yeah, minimal. 2. Minimal. It's just important to get the most out of your gameplay. Like you need DPS for your solo stuff, right? You know, I'm not gonna play anything. I'm not gonna play as a healer, and if I switch out, right, it's gonna be not optimized. So as healer gear on, trying to play in a DPS role, it's just not very effective. That's where armory play comes handy. Like some of my tunes have 3, depending. My main right now only has 2 because I troll more. I have like a slash solo DPS type loadout. See, I can't see the tank when it goes around the corner, so it's really hard for me to... You were doing a tank and that's it? Not very effective. Especially when you're doing your quest. When you do your quest, you can't run tank mode. You don't get a lot of done. If you're in zone areas and you're doing daily or a weekly, you know, which there are in zones, you're not going to get a lot done because you'll be in tank mode. If you're going to PvP, I recommend, you know, if you're doing class-based PvP, I recommend having a different armory for that. Though I don't PvP in this game much because, like Spartacus said, you know, tanks, we have what we call faux tanks. You know what I'm saying in this game? Which are tank classes that will put DPS gear on with enough into their resistance and then switch into a tank without putting tank gear. So their roles set up, they have DPS gear, and then they're able to, you know, have a high-end resistance and still push out a lot of damage. The problem of it is, though, they do that because of the caster classes. Okay, now I'm going to hit it. DPS is so trying to...
Stop Wrath's men from destroying the construct.
Good shit. We got recovery now. In Elite version, you don't go this fast putting that thing together. You put one, you destroy some ads. Put another one, destroy some ads. You time it a little bit better in Elite. Because tanks can get overwhelmed with all this. And the healer, if you have a solo healer, he's not going to keep them up no matter what. Alright. Electric is like Templars of DCUO. Easy healing arc. I would say, you know what, dude? Electric is really good, but at one time, it wasn't utilized very much. At one time, it was nature on top of the game, but now it's whatever. Water is really popular more these days. So water healing has got like a lot of bump. And I mean, water healing's pretty strong. Water healing, but the way they design it, ideally everybody has the same amount of type of healing. How the heal's set up. Like burst healing is really good, but water healing's just sick with it. Especially if you know how to set up your flood. Once you know how to set up flood, like, and keep your high tide up. Once you set high tide, you keep high tide up, the water healing is just insane. I'll come back for the briefings. Water healing is beast right now. I don't like water DPS as much as electric though. I feel like electric DPS is a lot funner. Like a lot funner. But as far as healing goes, yeah, nah, man. Once you set up high tide rotation, you're golden. It's sick. It's fucking sick. Clipped it. You guys will see sometimes I'll clip, sometimes I'll solo up. What's up, Cal? Got a new pick! Changed that yesterday? Hey, good game, by the way, yesterday, brother. Yeah, I do like electric healing, though. I do like it, but water's just... Water's sick. Water healing is really sick. Gonna hit that supercharge. Gonna amp it up a little bit on the hots. See the clip? So every third rotation I can opt to clip. Whether I clip it or not it depends. Healers still have quite a bit of clipping capabilities versus DPS. Mars got me playing Dragon's Dogma. Oh, nice. That art lightning is like Breath of Life. Oh yeah. I'm not debating that there. I'm not debating that, Spartacus. What I'm saying is the way water mechanic works, it's probably the most popular healer at the moment. Because I mean, you still see really good lightning healers. I'm not debating it at all. But water healing, because I understand why water's preferred by healers. I prefer my Sork. I still play Sork. I know Sork healing. The Sork healing has pros and cons to it. My hots are really good. But I'm dependent on that damn fucking little pet for partial of my burst healing. Because my burst healing isn't as strong as a lightning. But my hots are really good, you know. So there are, you know, I have a nice amount of hot lay on Sork healing. Which I really do like. I really prefer my Sork healing. Even when I tried nature healing, I was like, Even when it was like the thing, I was like, nah, I prefer my Sork. But that pet, if that fucking pet dies, I'm like, you know, in the middle of a rotation, it can fuck me. It always could. Like they had to like make it. Water is stronger than electric. I agree. Water's badass, but electric, like you said, it's got that nice hot with bigger bursts. Like, the way electric works, you can chain well in electric. That's why I like it. I feel like water's like a bunch of preemptive type healing. Like, if you don't have something down in water, like if I don't put my high tide in and I try to heal off of not keeping a high tide in, like, people can die. You gotta know how to keep the rotation pretty stiff on water. But water's really strong in that. But lightning, I feel like electricity is really a lot more like flexible. Like, I don't have to keep like a preemptive rotation in with lightning. You know? That's what's nice about lightning. You know, or electricity, I mean. Electricity. So electricity has that just capability of being like, okay, I want to use this now. I want to go with this ability now. I don't have to have a prerequisite to maintain the output of healing. Water you do. But water's so powerful when you keep high tide rotation in. So it's like, holy shit, there's a big difference when you take a look at implementation of, you know, but, you know, you can't overheal. Yeah, so I don't play this game. Nice. I think I'm going to only go play PvP on my Blade and Warden. Maybe Stamplar, all my other guys. I moved to PvE. Oh, got you. You don't play this game? I love this game, man. I really enjoy the PvE in this game. Like, nature, a lot of people have moved away from nature healing, but nature healing, and gone DPS, and it's understandable why people prefer nature in the DPS role. Because you can have, I mean, especially if you go wolf or gorilla, you have a lot of, like, you know, aspects to the nature DPS. Nature DPS, I think you can get, like, what? Like, I think one person said they had, like, literally 3 armories, 3 to 4 armories all set for DPS. All their armories were set DPS. Because of all the shit. Aqua Woman? Mira. Mira is Arthur's little chick. Okay, we're going to pop it up now. And we're going to go really big. Now, as you guys can see, you know, I'm already up. I have enough supercharge to cast another, but I'm on a global cooldown. We double stacked up his shields. Okay, now I'm just going to drink. Get those hots back up. Oh, what the fuck? He must have missed a block. Mechanic must have got him. Somebody better get him. It's one bad thing, man. You can't change mechanics. Sometimes you can't miss a block as a tank. I mean, and you can't. In tanking's not the easiest thing in this game. I feel like tanks are really appreciated because the way their view is, it really is. I'm trying to keep him up as much as I can. He's got a lot of aggro. If I can get away with one death on that, I'll take it. If he dies anymore, I'm gonna get upset with myself. What the fuck? What happened? I don't know what's going on. Why he dropped again. DPS needs to get on the ads, man. I think they're trying to focus the bosses. And he's just getting overwhelmed. That could be whatever, but... See, he's fine on the bosses. It's when the ads come into play that he's being overwhelmed. This is where shit's gonna get scary. Like, I'd let Merc go. Right. I would let Merc go. Let him do his things until we can get the other ones down. Because when he gets Merc on him, he's got too much. That was close. Okay, he's the last. So we just got Merc and ads now. I feel like maybe if you're like an elite, I think there was 2 tanks in this part. Like when Merc came in, the one tank focused just on Merc. If I'm remembering it. Now. Go. Done. Nice. I have a Magplar named Scales of Midnight. Nice, nice, nice.
My entire
Cervix Breaker. That's a nice game. Cervix Breaker.
Your king and stole my beloved husband from me.
Betrayed, yes, my lady, but murdered.
Enhanced Son to Man. That's going on my other dude. Fuck that. It's not going on this tune.
What are you saying?
What do you say?
He lives, my lady. King Orin lives.
He lives, my lady.
Brother?
Mira.
Rest, my love. We have a fight ahead of us.
The people's desperation has bolstered my recovery.
3 deaths. Oh, Mystic. But hey.
Together we will take back Atlantis.
Not bad though. Not too shabba. Shabba. Alright. I should go in here and go get those. But for now, I'll be coming back like tomorrow or the next day anyway. So we'll skip it. What is it? Outer Cavern Raid. Yeah, I'll do that shit. I need some more feats. Hell yeah, boys. Hell yeah! An warden named El Douche. Douche. We got 200s in the house. This is going to be like a cakewalk. Alright. Like, this is going to be sick-ass cakewalk. Not even a little cakewalk, like a lot of cakewalk.
You're in the Batcave. The outer caverns, but still, the Batcave. No one is allowed in here. Brainiac's takeover must be really, really bad for this to happen. I'm even getting into the remote systems and... yeah, bad. Get ready, he's taken over security.
Reign of Zeus put up a video very similar to mine, Mystic. You should check it out. A lot of players are getting fed up with ESO. Yeah, Well, it's most of it's fucking performance, and most of it's the stupid shit. It's like, hey, man, it's gimmick. You don't come out with gimmicks and you just stop, man. Fix the shit. Stop fucking coding over it. I love Elder Scrolls. I love Elder Scrolls PvE. I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, I absolutely do. It's one of my favorite games of all times. I would keep saying that. I'm like, honestly. They made their money, but well, once again, how much are they investing? Can I get a troll? We just lost our fucking troll. That's not a good sign. Fuck, I have no troll. Thank God for 200s. The dude should have stuck in here. It was getting carried anyways. Why are all the trollers just dropping out? They're probably because they can't troll. Why would you queue for a fucking troll? I don't get players. I will be coming back and grabbing these ones because
Suppression systems online and armed.
see that they just blew shit the fuck up and back. I'm gonna take the marks just because, I mean, I don't really need the styles. I do a style unlock. I take the cheap way anyways. Pass. Need. Pass. Yo, Melvin, what's up, what's up? Man, people don't have as much faith in Zoss as I do. It's a shame. That's not the problem, Roz. The problem of it is, it's 4 years and we're still playing a fucking beta. They made hundreds of millions last year and still haven't upgraded the fucking servers. We're not asking a lot. We'll support you. We'll give you the fucking money. Fucking invest in your product. Yes, you have employees. I know. But half your upgrade would be fucking, you know, if it's a hardware, some of it's tax, you know, tax deductible. It's like, come on, man. You got to run a business the right way, man. You got to. I know people are out for the profit margins. Those board members are hungry. They're hungry. They're hungry. But, you know, when I've always said, if I could get through one stream without a bug or a glitch of some sort, I would never leave Elder Scrolls ever. Even with despite the problems. But you add the problems on top of the performance, it's too much. It's too much for anybody. You can't deal with it anymore. Because you play 6 hours a day, and then you're trying to stream, and you're trying to showcase the game. I've seen performance on my Xbox. Oh yeah. Well, what we're saying is there's tons of problems like lag outs. I mean, real bad lag outs. Not just the type, and it's not your ISP. Now, if it's your ISP, you get and games have had that, but like literally, I've glitched up. Like, completely have locked the hell up, and you can't see the mechanics and shit. It's just, that's the way it is. I just can't have YouTube installed, and it's almost flawless. Oh, no, no. What we're saying is some of the problems that you're seeing is due to performance. Block break, like when you can't stun break or something, that's a performance issue. That's not a bug. That's a performance problem. Those little things are performance problems, man. I need to get some furniture in my shit. So I typically would come in here for marks. I'm in here ideally for the achievements. I know I need to get these. I'll be back to get all this shit. Like, there are bugs. No, there is not. We've lost more content creators in the game due to the performance issues. That's why. If you ask most content creators why they take a break or why they leave Elder Scrolls, it's not because of the bugs. It's not because of the sets or the nerfs. It's literally performance. I mean, I shouldn't have a 2-second delay on a bar swap, right? And dude, PC's terrible. PC, you would think I'd have a better performance, and I don't. And my system is fucking twice the size of my console. Twice the size. I'm running twice the hardware. So I'm on my PC, my gaming rig. This is a gaming rig. This isn't like a laptop or something. I have a gaming rig. I have a gamer board. I have all of this shit. So it's like, how many times do I have to go through all this bullshit? I need one person over here. Why don't they just split it up, man? Could have just split it up. That hardly happens to you. Must be a freak of fucking nature. I haven't been on a platform where it hasn't happened. I play all 3 platforms. That's another thing. You know, sometimes you can kind of chalk it up and say, oh, well, maybe. I mean, do I need to remind people that they canceled? They delayed the PvP event for a month? Let's repeat that. Their PvP event was delayed for a month. Now, if it was something like a freak of nature and a fluke, okay, cool. If it was a first time, it was a one-time thing, right? Now, games bug up. They do. We deal with it in every game. I see glitches on this game quite, on and off. I do. But I never have a problem with performance. Never. I don't. If the game's been out for 4 years, its polish should be there. It should be apparent. It should be there. You just got your healer at 30. Yo, awesome, Limit. What type of healer did you go with, Limit? And are you a hero or a villain? I have a fully wired connection with the best internet my state provides. I have lag every day in places like Vet Maelstrom and Dungeons. Dude, that's why I quit Vet Maelstrom. Literally, people ask, why don't I stream Vet Maelstrom? Why don't you stream Vet Maelstrom? Fucking lag. The fucking lag. Like on, what is it? The iceberg fucking thing? I have glitched inside the fucking berg. I gave up on that fucking hellhole because I was like, fuck this hell. I'm never going to stream it because the lag's just stupid. Glitching up, doing stupid shit. I'm like, I already get trolled as it is. Fuck that hellhole. I watched the Reign of Zeus video. He was bitching about Zergs and Cyrodiil. It's large-scale PvP, BGs at small scale, and duels for one-on-one. So what part was it the complaint, Spartacus? Like, was it just the state of where PvP is, from which perspective, or what? Because I feel like Battlegrounds is there. Like, the core elements are there. Like, people want to talk about Zergs and Cyrodiil. Cyrodiil is a fucking campaign, is a siege. Fuck, see, that's a difference of opinion, in my opinion. And that's not relative. I came from DAOC. I'm a campaign player. People want to cry about Zergs. Fuck you. I'm there for campaign regardless. If you want small scale PvP, go to Battlegrounds. If you want to duel. If you fucking are in Cyrodiil and there's 50 people running you over, well, it's probably because you're in their fucking way. That, to me, is not why I have problems with Elder Scrolls. I don't even give a shit that there's fucking nasty fucking tower farmers and fucking gross-ass players in the game. I don't give a fuck about none of that. That shit does not bother me whatsoever, not one iota. That's not my problem. My problem of it is, if I'm in a siege, dude, there were people walking through keep walls. Even Wolf was showing it on Xbox. Was showing people walking through keeps. Now the servers need work in ESO. Right. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just their servers need work and it's networking. Hating on Zergs and proc sets. Proc sets, like, they really do need to do something about proc sets. I'm not going to lie. But the game is what it is. He was just talking about Zergs. He was also talking about no-skill cheese setups. And hey, you know what? I use cheese. I'm not going to lie. How thick is my... Like, dude, one dude was like, you use cheese. I use cheese. I come up with the cheese. I put the cheese into play. I don't use it. I invent that shit. They give it to me, and I'm like, oh, hey, guys, thanks, man. Let me whiz this up a little bit better. So when people want to talk about my builds, they're like, oh, you use cheese. I come up with the cheese. Are you fucking kidding me? I cheese it. Yeah, chance it. Proc sets are in every game. Right. That's not the problem. The problem of it is the way the mechanics are set up against the procs. I have no problem with the procs. Honestly, here's the problem. We don't have counterplay. It comes back to that. Yeah, well, that's true. World of Warcraft doesn't have a proc set. That's true. World of Warcraft doesn't run procs. This game doesn't run procs. I don't have a proc set in this game. But PvP, well, we got issues in this game. This game would be badass PvPing if they put a little bit... The counterplay's here in this game. That's not the problem. This has the reverse effect. This game has no way to recover. The recovering aspect of the game's a little weak. That's it on this game. So... That's why I don't like PvPing in this. I mean, World of Warcraft was probably the best counterplay, the best recovery, but it's all turn-based, and that's it. I mean, I loved World of Warcraft PvP. World of Warcraft PvP, to me, was the shit. To this day, I still enjoyed World of Warcraft PvP. You counter heal bots by attacking the mob and making them waste magic. Here's the thing, Spartacus. Let's take a look at this. This game right here. Can people perma-block in World of Warcraft? Can they no, because there's no manual block. Can they perma-block in DC? Can they perma-block in Black Desert Online? Can they perma-block? What game allows perma-block without counter? What game? Only one. Only one. We only have one game that has perma-block with no counter. We have interrupts with nothing that can be interrupted. You see, the counterplay in ESO is the worst. It's the worst. I have played probably close to 100 different MMOs. Probably only a quarter of them had PvP. And I can literally tell you, the fast-paced gameplay is the best when it comes to what ESO does. The artifacts in DCUO has procs on. It does, but it's not a set. It's like when you take a look at the proc, it's towards the ability. It's not giving a damage modifier that like literally procs, like bleeds on your targets or debuffs them and fucking stuns them at the same time. See what I'm saying? It does have a proc, but it doesn't have an effect where it's like, oh, guess what? You're going to get stunned. You're going to get bleed. You're not going to be able to counter. The counter game in DCUO is the best that I've seen as far as counter play. If they put a little TLC into this fucking PvP would probably wipe the floor with majority of games. probably including World of Warcraft, to be honest with you. But they don't address the main issues. But you hit the nail on the head with the tank scenario. That's true. That is the problem. Yeah, no, right. But look at interrupts. We have no abilities that are interruptible. None. We have interrupts. But how many people use interrupts? We have 2 to 3 interrupts in the game. None are being used. 3 interrupts in the game. None are being used in PvP. Why? Because no player can be interrupted. Their abilities are interruptible. Channels are interruptible. These are the issues. These are the facts. And ZOS is suffering the consequences for it. They will. They are losing people. I love Elder Scrolls. Same. Right. Exactly. Cal, thank you. You're just right. That's a quickie dink. I love Elder Scrolls. I love it. No one is white knighting for the game. Yeah. I mean, no. And right. And I agree. There's pros and cons. Like, I love I love the battlegrounds. The core features are there. The siege engine's there. The way the game's set up is there. The problem of it is people are getting tired. Bugs is one thing. We can address counterplay. We can make those adjustments. But when you add the performance issues with the lack of counter and all the shit that ZOS keeps sweeping under the rug, how many times is players going to keep up with it? We're losing content creators left and right in the game. Left and right. They're bailing. They're bouncing. Despotic's been playing Battlefield and he's been proactive. His one video said, "We're fucked. We're fucked" in Elder Scrolls. His exact words. We're fucked. We're fucked. I mean, that's the issue. Why are you losing so many content creators? Why? It comes back to what you're not addressing. We will be patient with bugs. We will be patient with the issues that are outstanding. But you add performance on top of these issues? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. True, not many skills are channeled in ESO. Right. So why aren't we having the counterplay that's being to be implemented? They have the team. It comes back to this, and I will state this over and over again. Elder Scrolls is using PvE devs for PvP development. Guess what? Guess what World of Warcraft learned in its infancy? We need to get isolated devs on PvP. Now, it's always been a nightmare. It has always been a nightmare for World of Warcraft. But they've been adamant about, dude, I don't know how many times between patches or expansions, we get hot patches left and right in World of Warcraft. Adjusted this ability, adjusted that skill set, adjusted this, adjusted that, adjusted. We nerfed this, we implemented that, we buffed this, we buffed that. It's like, at one time, I felt like I got an update weekly. I was like, holy fuck. I'm like, shit. Even stream team members are leaving. Yep, that says a lot. It does. Actually, that is, it's a statement. Step 1, fix the damn servers. I agree. Step 2, make Purge cheaper. I agree. Step 3, work on counterplay. Dude, nail on the head. I agree. 110%. You said it right there. And that's been their Achilles heel. That's been their Achilles fucking heel, is counterplay. For God fucking sakes, you get the fucking PvE devs away from PvP. You get them the fuck away from it. You get them the fuck away. Yeah, it's skill. Should be skilled based. That's what but that's why I like Murkmire. Did I say one bad thing about Murkmire when other people were? No. Because I understand what it's trying to do, what it's setting up. And after they did everything, did people start complaining about Murkmire? No, people adjusted, and that was relevant. But once again, it's like they play it, and it's like, okay, we like this, but then the performance starts going shit. Like, I was watching Despotic stream on PC one day. His lag and his latency was so terrible. And he was like, he had like 4 or 5 people on him. He was doing some really cool shit. Like, he was representing console players correct. I'll tell you what, that brother was repping console game for the on PC. He was showing, hey man, don't count us out. And all of a sudden you see his latency and his frames go to shit. And to me, that's a crime. That's a crime when you're in that scenario and the moments that you need your frames to be impeccable, it fucking turns to shit. Unfucking acceptable. It's like we shouldn't be paying for beta at this point. We shouldn't be. Their argument is you're not. It's free to play. It's optional. Okay, bet. Okay, cool. So you're saying you don't want our money. Okay. I embrace the game and remain hopeful. Well, shame on those content. It's not shame on them. That half of them were actually handpicked by Zoss, Ross. That's what Kel is saying. Some of them were handpicked. Like the golden fruit that came from the fucking trees, if you would. The problem is the product. It's the game's there. The game's beautiful. It's a stunning game. It's stunning. It's amazing. Like, I have no problem with the Elder Scrolls except two things. Gimmick fucking shit and performance. Fuck the bugs. And balance. I don't even give a shit about balance. I don't give a fuck about balance. I don't care. Just give me counterplay. Give me the fucking counterplay and get the fucking PvE devs away from PvP. Get them the fuck away from it. Get them the fuck. Here's the problem. They used to have a PvP dev. They used to have like people isolated in PvP. And Fang Rush, I remember Fang Rush was saying, you know, they got that poor dude probably in the basement say, fuck your PvP. We're going to deal PvE. Last update for Murkmire, Fang Rush is like, is this counterplay? When's the last time I seen intentional counterplay implemented in the game? And like he even made that statement during the patch notes. And it's like, that says something. Whoa, that says something. It's like, whoa boy, you know? Whoa boy. I love the game. I love it. It's amazing. I should never have PvP'd, to be honest with you. I should have never PvP'd. I even told Mustang that. I'm like, I should have never touched PvP in this game. I shouldn't have. It was my fault. Cyrodiil will always be a mess by its design with any role, etc. Yeah, but that's not my, my issue's not with the, the classes or anything in Cyrodiil. I like Cyrodiil. I came from like DAOC, which was a lag fest. That's not my issue with Cyrodiil. My issues with Cyrodiil, I like Siege Engine. That's why I came to Elder Scrolls. That's what sold me on Elder Scrolls, to be honest with you. Was the fact that Matt was the lead on it, and he's amazing when it came to performance. As far as some lag, it wasn't the issue. It was the bugs down top of the performance. So like performance is one thing, but when we got like people falling through the ground, like my dude would get on. He's like, watch this, and he'd do a gap closer, and he'd fall through the ground. Right? It was terrible. He was just like, I can't play the way I want to play, the way they're trying to design it, because it bugs every fucking time. He's like, it's a fucking disaster. And I'm like, and we avoided Elder Scrolls for the first year because we knew about it. We knew how bad it was. We knew about it. And we were like, no, we're avoiding it. They wanted to use an engine that we were unfamiliar with. First off, that kind of like was a little scary for us as players, because we're like, look, man, we don't know nothing about this Havoc engine. And we were debated. We were literally saying, why isn't ZeniMax using Unreal Engine? That was our whole thing. That was our whole deal. Like, you're coming out with a AAA MMO and you're going to use Havoc? Okay, is there a specific reason? Why? And of course, they'll never tell you about their internal structure as far as like what they're using as far as hardware. That'll never fucking happen. You might as well wish upon a fucking star for that. That's never gonna fucking happen. They're just gonna be like, no, we're not disclosing that information. Well, yeah, I completely agree. Look at this. This game's dead. This game's dead. Yeah, this game's dead. No. This game is so fucking not dead. This game couldn't die that easy. It's supposed to have been dead for the last, I don't know how long now. So, no, this game's not dead. But, I mean, honestly, I love Elder Scrolls. It's my favorite game. It's my favorite game to date. Still is. Always will be. I love Elder Scrolls. I do not hate it. I'm just stating the facts. I agree, Mystic. Murkmire's a step in the right direction. It is. It's a step in the right direction. But the two things I agree, every point you made. Get performance under control. Get the servers maintenance. Get your network in place. That's key. That is fucking key. Number two, like you said, work the counterplay. You get the counterplay. Get all these things, smoothed out. Get the servers, get the purge cheaper, and get the counterplay under control. Make things accessible. The more accessibility players have, right? The more countermeasures they have. You don't have to make everything identical. I'm not saying you do that. What I'm saying is you give players the ability. In this type of game, you have to do that. And they're adding counterplay, but until the servers aren't fixed, it won't matter. Dude, absolutely. Dude, I love you, man. I love you. You're right. Once again, nail on the head. Nail on the head. Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. Once again, awesome point. Yeah, no, it's true. But it's true. It is so true. I mean, when we take a look at it from that perspective, why are we missing out so much? You know? Why? You know, these become the questions, man, that we're always asking ourselves. Why can't I get that? Maybe I should go to the tech wing. I don't think I need any. Can't do any of that yet. This should have been the next phase set. Well, 85. And I'm at 77. Okay. Let's see. I guess we're going to open up our skill. Oh, shit. God dang it. I don't suffer performance, dude. I don't know. Like I said, you're probably the only person who would ever who said it. Nobody else I know will say that. They will be like, well, you know. I mean, dude, like Roz, I've been on my friend's Xbox X, tried, issues. No, what we're saying is some of the things that look like lag isn't the lag. Like bar swapping. We get bar swap lockups, right? Everybody knows about it. Can't break, not being able to break. That's these are real issues. You know, I think we still have a little bit of the speed bug that occurs. Not as bad. Something, you know, it's the little things, man. Sylvia, what's up? You on lunch? I hope you're having a good lunch. You must be lucky. You must be really lucky. But yeah, no, there are issues. We have issues. Even Spartacus will tell you about it. Tell him, Spartacus. He has an X. The Spartacus runs an X. He's got it. He'll tell you, yeah, it performs really good on this platform, but he'll confirm that. He'll say, yeah, there's bugs here and there. Lag is the issue. Right. But it's not on your ISPN. Lag is, especially in Cyrodiil. Yeah, it's not your ISP that's lagging. It's not. It's not you. It's not you that's lagging. No. It's not you that's lagging. Trust you and me. If you're lagging and you freeze up, it's not because it's not on your end. Now, it might be on some people's ends. I'm not saying it isn't. But most of the time, it's not on your end. It's not. The thing about it is, it just comes back down to, hey, what do we need to do to get this like up and running? Oh, just put money into it, man. You know, that's all we're asking for. Reinvest in your product. You know, come on now. Stop tiptoeing around the shit. It's only break. I get to work through my lunch and strain my voice more. Oof. Yeah. I need a DPS one. I would typically take this, but I need a DPS one. Let's see where we're at. Oh. We need those shoulders. Don't get disconnected without YouTube installed. Seriously. Mainly it was my console. And they make a mistake by giving only Templars a purge in their kit, right? There are some issues, man. There just are some issues. I'm not saying that, you know, the game isn't without, you know, the game's beautiful. If I could play the open world campaign every day, I would do it, right? My internet connection is over 500 milli. Yes. And that's what Kel was saying. I have the fastest internet in the state. I have the fastest non-commercial speeds. Now my ISP is a little whatever, but I can be fully connected with my top end speed, and I still will fucking freeze up in Elder Scrolls. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here? And you're taking a look at your like packets lost, and you can do this. You can set it up. And all of a sudden, you're noticing it's not on your end. It's just not. There's packets on their end not being received. Their networking is horrid for their product. And Fallout 76 has been getting some pretty terrible reviews to the multiplayer functionality. It's good. It's like the campaign. Here's the thing: what Bethesda does the best. Bethesda sets up beautiful environments, great lore, awesome game experience, right? But not one fucking game have they ever came out with that has never been bugged. They have never came out with a game that was completely, like, almost so polished you wouldn't even know if there was a bug. Bethesda is horrid at it. I don't know how many bugs. What you should be doing is playing the game and asking yourself, how many bugs can I find in this new Bethesda product? How many? Let's count. I mean, that's the problem. And now when you go from a console products and you're going multiplayer, you have to have everything right. All right, I have got a good one. Got to go back. Damn these 15-minute breaks. Thanks, Sylvia. You have a good day at work. The thing about it is, it comes back down to like, hey, what are we doing, man? Are we getting this under control? Yeah. We're getting there. Okay, cool. Like, can we please do it this year? You know, please and thank you. These are the issues, man. These are only the issues. It's like, get it under control. Get the servers, get your networking. Even Bang Rush said, get the networking under control. And he's one of their tops. Even Outcast has said the performance is shit. And it came from Out, and I'm not an Outcast fan. But even when the people who disagree all the time all have a commonality and give it to you like that, yeah, it says something. It says something. And no offense, man, I love the game. If I could play just the lore and play the open world, fuck it, I will. You know? But when you get in, you get in a trial and you're in a heavy mechanic and shit starts lagging out, not excusable. When you're in PvP and you can't function because of fucking bullshit, not excusable, man. I could see if it's conflict of like, oh, ISP here, ISP there. But hey, man, you guys are making a lot of money. We know where the problems are. We all know. Like, I don't want to point fingers, but you're giving me no choice to point fingers. Look at this. I got a lot of work to do. I got to get all of this shit. I got lots of work to do. That's kind of what I've been working on. Trying to get my combat rating up there. Trying to work on my mainframe. So, like I said, it's a good game. One of my favorites. Elder Scrolls lore will always be there for what I enjoyed out of it. What I like about it. And I do. There's not one thing about Elder Scrolls from a lore perspective that I don't enjoy. So I really do enjoy Elder Scrolls tremendously, right? I really do. But at the end of the day, I can't, like I said, I cannot keep paying for a product that I'm not going to get to enjoy, man. The thing that is dumb argument is complaining about large groups in Cyrodiil. Yeah, that's stupid. That is stupid. Cyrodiil's a siege engine. That, to me, is just a waste. If you get... Here's the thing I hate. People complaining about Zergs. Where the fuck are you, motherfucker? Is there a keep there? Yeah. What? Why are you in their way? I'm trying to PvP and I'm getting Zerged. Dude, they're on their way to a fucking keep. They're trying to fucking cap fucking keeps. Believe it or not, despite popular belief of the dumb fucks, people play Cyrodiil for Siege campaign. I've even caught some of the fucking content creators who complain about Zerging in campaign war. Now, if you're anti-Zergling or Zerging, why would you be sieging a fucking keep? Because the more people who are there at the keep usually are going to what? Obtain it. That to me is completely fucking moronic. It makes no fucking sense to make the statement Zergling in Cyrodiil. You're a fucking moron. I got Zerg down. Shut the fuck up, you fucking dweeb. Where are you? Oh, I was outside of fucking BRK. Congratulations, dumb fuck. You bumped into the fucking Zerg. Yes, they are Zerging. They're pushing. Yes, that exists. Why would you call them Zerglings, right? If they're doing only one goddamn thing. Trying to get points. It's the game's design. It's the game's feature. It's the game's main attraction. Guess what? Fight over campaigns. I function perfectly. Guess it's how my builds are. My Blade Troll Zergers. Yep. Hey, I promote any type of PvP. Small scale, large scale, whatever. I just hate dumbasses. I play campaign when I'm in Cyrodiil. Mainly, most of the time I defend. So I'm in between resources. I don't get to push as much as I'd like. I like pushing. Like, I'm a pusher. So typically what I like to do is hit back ends, and try to, you know, cut them off in their resources. When I was on Xbox, we literally had an entire day where I got to play with viewers, and we did some awesome shit. He wasn't complaining about Zergs as much as the lag Zergs bring with them, right? It's designed for large groups, yes, which is why it shouldn't lag. It's supposed to be designed to handle large groups. Right, it's supposed to. But unfortunately, ZeniMax servers and networking is god-awful. It's terrible. And people will say, oh, it's because it's on console. Really? Then why am I lagging out on fucking PC? I can get on my dude's PC. I have a gaming rig. I do. Right? I mean, it's not really big. I'm running 16 gig RAM. I'm running like 2 terabytes hard drive, maybe 1 terabyte. I have to take a look. But I'm running over a terabyte hard drive, like over a terabyte. I have a gaming MOBO, and I'm running a high-end 7 series Radeon Sapphire card, which is 2 gigs. So I have a 2 gig video card in here. And I'm running DDR4 RAM. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, I'm asking myself. And I have an AMD 8-core processor. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm asking myself, what the fuck? And then my dude, he has an i7. He's crossfired with 4 gig, 2 gig on each video card, GeForce. 4 gig capacity in video alone. He's running 2 terabytes, and he's running 32 megabytes of RAM. And this motherfucker lags the fucking back in Elder Scrolls Online. It's like, what the fuck? At the end of the day, what are you doing, man? I mean, the game looks awesome in his graphics. He's got 4K settings and everything. It looks pimp. It looks pimp as fuck. I'll tell you what. Elder Scrolls on 4K, and especially on a PC, is fucking with a with a crossfired gaming rig, is badass. I mean, he has Elder Scrolls on his Xbox One X, which looks really good too. But when you look at the graphics, it's just like, it's amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful game. It's fucking the lore, the open land, the, you know, character generation, and compared to others, it's, you know, it's good. It's not like the best, but it's really good. But at the same time, it's like, this game's generator I hate. I hate this game's generator, but the outfits are cool. I don't like the generator in this game, the character generator. But the thing about it is, I can nitpick here and there about anything, any game. See, like, I love this game, but the character generator in this game is not appealing at all. So, you know, the thing about it is, I say pros and cons. Every game has pros and cons. Despotic has the best setup I've ever seen, and he lags constantly. I know. I was watching his one stream, and I wanted to create, because I've been there. I've been there with the frame rate. Right, that's real. It's definitely not just console. PC players just think it's some knock on their system if they admit they get lag. No. I've played on 2 different systems on my account. And honestly, I played on a high-end rig, and then what I consider like an average rig. My gamer is like average. I have 500 megabytes and a 1X. I don't lag as hard or crash like the normal Xbox, but it happens, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, as PC gamers, we're looking at a lot of things. Like, I have programs up that will measure my packets, not just their latency and their, you know, my frames per second, which, you know, we're only getting up to X amount of frames per second compared to like certain products. But the thing about it is how many packets are lost, right? And where's our latency at? You know? Hey, I admitted it lags. Yeah. But the thing about it is it's not on our end. That's what we're trying to say. It's not on our end that the lag's happening. It's not. Like, I've literally been in front of my dude's computer, and his latency goes to shit. The piece, the amount of fucking, the amount of processor it eats up is just crazy. You saw performance improvements. They better fucking be pushing out more than performance improvements. They need a fucking full upgrade on that bitch. It's what they needed. It's not about the disconnects. Once again, we'll go back to it. How long was the PvP event delayed? And why? Over a month. About a month delayed. It was a month delayed. Month. It's like, why? Why is this a month delayed? Because nobody can fucking play in Cyrodiil. Nobody can play in the sewers. Nobody can play except maybe Battlegrounds. Battlegrounds, that game's more optimized for Battlegrounds. Yeah, I can play dungeons every day. That's why I said I should have never PvP'd. I knew better. I should have never done it. You won't notice the performance issues as bad. But when you can't bar swap in PvP, what do you think it's due to? When you can't see mechanics flying at you? Like, I got hit with a Zon and the animation did not show. I didn't even know I got hit with the fucker. I mean, it happens to my dude too. And that's the thing. He has a 1X. He's like right upstairs from me. I'm like, dude. And he's like, watch this. He has the best of the best. The best of the best. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And he's like, it's fucking ZeniMax. He's like, it's still shit. He's like, it's not my hardware. And it's not. It's not his hardware. It's not his Xbox. It's not his PC. It's not. It's not. It's not our connection. You know? It's not. Yeah, go to Vivek lately and you will see the shit show, right? That's the thing, Roz. We do. But short run's good. Absolutely. Right. I agree with that. And if your servers can't accommodate that, here's the whole thing. Like, literally, it's poorly optimized. Damn right. It is not. And that's why I quit. That was the breaking point. Here was the whole thing. Literally, when they came out with Wolf Hunter, it was the breaking straw for me. They came out with a gimmick on top of poor performance. Like, this was my breaking point. This was my breaking point. You're coming out now with gimmicks and putting in to, okay, I understand you want to come out with content. You want to keep content going. That's fine. That's fine. But now you're coming out with an intentional gimmick, intentional bullshit to sell for a selling point, when you're not even accommodating the players you already have with performance. Yeah, performance is what delayed infinite load screens. Right. Was infinite... No, that's not what delayed the PvP event. Infinite load screens was way before that, Spartacus. That was 6 months prior when they tried to put the new pipeline. What delayed the PvP event was game freezing. We'd be freezing in the game. And we thought it could have been contributed to the time bubble. But we didn't know. We were freezing in the middle of the game. I actually showed it. I actually had a thing where we were talking about there's no way they're going to come out with the PvP event. Everybody's freezing for like 10, 15 minutes. We were freezing in the game. We were locking up. My dude was on a PS4 Pro, and he's like, dude, I'm locked. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? You're on a Pro. You shouldn't have lag issues. He's like, I'm locked. I'm fucking locked up, dude. He's on his Pro. We were PvPing together. I'm like, I just locked up. You'll have to wait. He's like, doesn't matter. I'm locked up too. And I'm like, dude, you're on a Pro. It shouldn't be on. Should it be on that end? He's like, well, it's not on my end, obviously. That's the whole thing. Like I said, but you said it the best. It's not optimized. And I get tired of repeating these conversations, right? Because we know what the fuck the problem is. We know what the problems are. I can't help ZeniMax. ZeniMax needs to help themselves. That's what they need to do. They need to help them fucking selves. And it won't. I'll be honest with you guys. You want me to be honest? The game's not going to do it. The company isn't going to do it. Okay? There it is. There it is. It was back in the summer. It was shortly after Somerset launched. It was like the first week or two that Somerset launched. We were supposed to have a PvP event. Got delayed for a month. They got delayed for a fucking month. Because of poor ass performance. Because things were locking the fuck up. I have the stream. So, yeah. It is what it is. I have multiple streams talking about it. So, at the end of the day, I'll be honest, they're not going to do it. They're not going to optimize it. They'll keep trying to internalizing the net code, right? Trying to, free up node space within the internal node structure. But as far as upgrading the servers, it's not going to happen. It's not an option. It's not an option. Okay? There it is. Said and done. Yeah, it started after the launch. Week or two. We were kind of thinking it was because of the time, the new skills that might have been causing some bugs. Go to Skyreach, run Blazing Shield, and defending Yokita or Thunderbug. Watch it proc, and boom, game almost crashes. Right. So you never was around? Yeah. Like I said, though, I mean, the game's fine. It's fun. It's beautiful. But is performance gonna increase? No. No. Without investment, without financial investment, no. I got so many kills when people would freeze. Right. It's I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They're coming out with new content on top of a poorly designed or poor networking. Just poor. It's piss poor for an MMO. It's supposed to be a AAA MMO, and it runs more like a 1A. I've seen better MMOs with shit ass gameplay perform better. Fucking Asia, this doesn't happen. Why do you think Asian games are so popular? Why? You think people like grinding? No. Fucking people don't like grinding. Breaking Bats has a video where he kills 40 players frozen in keep. Yeah! It's fucking real. This game, I'll tell that once again. Fucking, like I said, I will say it, and I will repeat this. Wolf Hunter was my breaking point. It was my breaking point. It was my fucking breaking point because I knew the performance issues. I knew the fucking issues. I've known about it. And I'm not dogging the game and the reference. Like, I've gotten to talk to the devs before in the past about fucking performance. I've talked to them. I've said, you guys got to get this shit under control. We're working on it. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. There's no working. There's installment. Fuck your working. When you're telling me you're working on it, that means you're trying to work net coding. Fuck your net coding. This comes back to server stability. This is server-based issues. And if you would have done the backtracking in the logs, you would have known that. Your node capacity cannot be stabilized. It's unstable. Your node capacity is unstable due to the configuration of the server size. Give me a fucking break. You can tell anybody else that bullshit. You can't tell me that. I know better than 90% of people out there. Don't fucking tell me you're bullshit. Don't you tell me. I've been doing this longer than you. Fucking ZeniMax needs to get bigger servers. Done. They need to increase the server capacity. It's like a fucking, let's put it in perspective for the layman's terms. Right? I'm making a cake. I need 2 cups of milk. I only have a cup. Can I fit 2 cups of milk in 1 cup? No, it will spill over. I'll lose my milk. So what do I have to do? I have to pour each individual cup according to the proportionary size that can be held. I want Marvel to drop an MMO or Final Fantasy 14 to come to Xbox One. True BDO runs so damn smooth in 4K. It's fucking flawless. Asians don't fuck with servers. Okay? Let me tell you something about Asian market. If they only need, I don't know, to accommodate 4 million players on one end server. Now their networking is a different aspect, and I can't get into the whole concept of networking versus hosting. Okay, there's a lot to this. There's a lot to your networking to host, right? Okay, but let's say you're hosting. Let's say your main server on location is accommodated to host 4 million, right? Now, it's not including the data that each of these players will possess within the infrastructure, because all of that has to be configured. How much data is a player using as they're playing, right? That's by game design. Okay, so I'm running around and oh my God, you know, I have my equipment, I have my bag, I have my inventory, I have my bank space, I have this, I have that, and all of this is data. It's data, it's data, it's data. All of it's data, right? All of it. And that's per account. So I need X amount of data to generate per player. And I'm going to host 4 million, right? That's the goal. That's my goal. On-site, host 4 mil with X amount of data per character at maximum capacity without memory leak, right? Without rebuffing anyways. Which most of the time if you're running add-ons, that's why everybody always has to do refresh on PC because of the add-ons not being taken into consideration from local data. Now keep in mind how data works, okay? So there's internal and external memory, right? Memory has a refresh rate or a dump. You have to dump it. It has to be refreshed. If not, you have to manually do it. Okay? That's how memory works. Okay? So, anyways, so their memory, right, has to be X amount per character. It has to be. You have to have a minimum amount of data and memory that's being utilized per account. Now, Asians don't fuck around. Oh, no. If they need 4 million, they build for fucking 8. Believe it. They overbuild. Why? Because they don't want nobody disconnecting so fucking ever. The last thing a fucking company like Pearl Biz would ever want to hear is we're having server problems. Oh, fuck no, we're not. Their biggest investment, believe you and me, isn't in their fucking programming. It's in their hardware. It's in their fucking hardware. Asians they do hardware first, software second. Then that's the way it's supposed to be. Because if you have a good software and shit-ass hardware, well, what's going to happen to your beloved software? It's going to only run as good as the hardware can provide. So, hey, there you go. You know? Look, if not being able to record reorder your characters on load screen happened in WoW, for example, they would have hot fixed it in 20 minutes. 2 weeks later, still an issue on PS4. Blizzard runs the best servers in America, North America, for an MMO. Any online, if your game, Destiny 2 is being ran on what? Blizzard servers. Blizzard didn't even fucking come up with the game, but they're ran on what? Blizzard servers. Why? Why? AQ, when AQ 20 released and they had the freeze, there's a big video on it. They said, when we crashed for the first time, we realized we had to upgrade our server capacity. And there's a whole video on it. A whole video on Blizzard saying, we're upgrading our servers. They didn't fuck around. When one crash, it only took one crash on Blizzard's end to realize, guess what? We've got to put in money now. This can never happen again. Ever. Ever. It will never happen again. And now, they're the #1 server capacity for any multiplayer online game. People can hate it, but hey man, who put in the money? Who's anteing it up? Comes back to this, I'm not going to be whatever, but what type of people are running the business? Do we have cheaps? Cheaps? Or do we have people who understand, I need to invest money to keep making it? General rule, it needs to be 2 or 3 times the player size. Yes, the player base. Right. Right. Absolutely. That's why Asians have the best servers. Period. Hands down. Done. Over with. They have the best. Besides Blizzard. The Asian MMO market is no joke. None whatsoever. They have a huge population and a lot of them love to play online games. Love it. So you best goddamn believe they take their capacity very serious. And Blizzard took one time. ZOS has yet to learn. And they're not going to. Until they lose it all. And even if they do, they won't give a fuck. It's their you got, I would love to meet these board members. I'll be honest with you. I would love to meet these board members. I would love it. I would love to meet them. So I can completely go the fuck off on their fucking greedy asses. I would fucking die to meet these fuckers. And I do mean that literally. Like if someone's like, you'll get to meet them, but you'll die shortly after. Okay, fine. At least the last words I'll get to speak is these words. Fuck you. It would be amazing experience if it was my last breath being ever taken. And I would enjoy it tremendously. And I could die in peace. Totally. Doesn't matter. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Roz. It's not about dungeons and BGs make the server lighter. Because it isolates the nodes. You can build the nodes in isolated. You can configure dungeons and battlegrounds at a lower capacity to the data that's being used. That's why dungeons and battlegrounds works better for Elder Scrolls. But that's like what Spartacus said. That's why Cyrodiil isn't performing up to par. It's supposed to be set for large-scale battles, but its hardware cannot handle it. But on a smaller scale, right, they can do that. I'm on my hero right now, Solman, but I'm going to be ending the stream. We're just in a huge debate. I'm on my hero, but I typically play villain. But I'm on my hero right now. It just bothers me because Zoss said ESO is on a 10-year life cycle. Well, it should extend past that. Not even halfway. Look at performance. You have to invest. A 10-year life cycle. You want a decade out of it. It's achievable. A lot of games are still 15 years in now. 16, 20. EverQuest is still breathing life. It's 20 years old. It's more than doable. But you got to put it in. That's what I'm trying to say. When we take a look at the scaling system, okay, so you guys are going to hear this first. I'm thinking about doing the company. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I don't know. I've been having business meetings. I got to get off here because I do have a meeting to get to. I'm thinking about coming out with a company, right? I own my own product. I have for years. I was given the opportunity years ago to develop the product, but I didn't want to do it in that way. Now, I'm an asshole. I'm a dick, but I'm a dick that knows what it needs, what it has to have. I cannot accept anything. I'm a particular person when it comes to the business aspect. Now, it's not for any gain of whatever for me personally. You know, if I gain, it's whatever. But I do know the hardware. Now, I have a meeting about location based on fiber optic grid, right? And somebody had said, well, why wouldn't we use this company? I'm like, it has nothing to offer me. You love the electric material. Electric material is badass. So I don't know if it's going to come to fruition. I don't know. I've already been on the phone and meetings with a number of very high-end profiled people locally. We'll extend that. We'll see what's going on. Like I said, I don't make any promises. I don't know if I can get it off the ground. And I'm not going to do, the stupid ass bullshit of like, oh, we're going to do a jumpstart program or jumpstart funder or whatever. No, fuck that. Fuck that. That's not relative unless you want your fucking product to fucking fail. No, absolutely fucking not. There are very things that I take a look at. I take business very fucking serious. I look at math very serious. I look at hardware very fucking serious. I look at things very fucking serious. Super speed 30. Okay, hold on. But yeah, I take it serious. I do. Oh, I do. I do. And anybody who's ever worked with me, especially in a business environment, will tell you he is no joke. Says that not found. Awesome, Mystic. Best of luck, man. I mean, the thing about it was like this. I got approached again and was like, you really should be doing this. And I'm like, yes, I'm aware. What I can do, what I can put together, what I can accomplish. Thing about it is, it has to be. I'm narcissistic and I'm OCD about it. It has to be done penny for penny, cent for cent has to be calculated. It has to be equivalent. I'm just that type of person. I can't wait for Camelot Unchained DAOC Part 2. Yeah, Camelot Unchained will be good. The problem of it is, and this is where I think Mark is a very talented individual. He's probably the best, one of the best in the industry. I think Mark's extended on his timeline considerably. I'll try one more time here. It's usually... says you don't exist. I don't know if you have a space between V30 if you have it, but I don't know. always those spaces. I hate when it, like, I don't ever come out with a name that has a space because of that. I never do space names. I'll always put it to, like, close together or whatever, butt it up, or put another capital or something. But I don't do space names in this game because of that. But people might not like it, but that's the right attitude to run a business. Oh, I know. Because I've ran things before, and I'm an asshole. People will tell you that. Like, I've made money for a lot of companies. The thing I'm not afraid to approach my bosses. Once I was level 27 and got 10 million damage in a raid, beat a CR 250. Ooh, nice. Yeah, no, it is what you need to run a business. I'm not the nicest person. I'm not this like this little frail dude. I'm like really, you know, I'm 215 pounds and 6'1". You know, I'm not small. I can be an intimidating person to look at, but then I'm also an asshole on top of it. But I'm very intellectual. I'm completely, when it comes down to the brass balls of it all, I'm going to tell you what we need to succeed. You may not like it. You may hate it. But here's my thing. If you're not here to succeed, please see your way out of my fucking office and get the fuck away from me. Because the only thing at the end of the day is I expect only one thing: results. Optimized results with profit margins increased. And I calculate those things to the T. That's what I do. That's what I did. And that is what I'm efficient at. I'm very efficient. But you're not going to want to work near me. And that's what I tell people. I'm better off being in the office. I will put together the teams. I will put people in place that need to be where they need to be at to get the job done and get it done efficiently. I don't give a shit about being friends with people in a business environment. I don't give a shit at all. That's not what I'm there for. I'm there to make sure we get a product that's going to be beyond exceptional and to secure their jobs. That's what I'm looking at. Like, I don't need them to like me, but I need consistency. That's what I need. I need a person who wants to be there for a long run. I need a person to have faith in me and me to have faith in them. I'm not your babysitter. I'm your fucking boss. You know, that's my attitude. That's my attitude at all times. And then when it comes to a board, the fucking board isn't going to be fucking dictating shit. I dictate, you decide if you want in or out. Okay? Your job isn't to fucking think. Your fucking idea is to make a profit. My job's to make sure you get that profit. You get greedy, get the fuck out of here. You want your profit? Sure, I want your profit. Why? Because it sustains the business, right? It sustains it. But guess what I don't want? I don't want greed, and I don't want your fucking opinion. Okay? You're not paying me to give you your opinion. You don't pay me enough to hear your fucking opinion. I don't get paid enough to do it. You can give me $1 billion. I don't give a fuck about your overprivileged fucking money ass opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for subscribing. You don't have enough money to give me a fucking opinion. Do you want your fucking business? Do you want to make more money than what you have? Shut the fuck up and find out if you're in or you're out. Okay? That's it. Now, I'll give you the lowdown. I'll give you the run. I'll give you every detail you want. That's your decision. Okay? At the end of the day, what do you want? Okay? It's all about branding, and it's all about players' confidence in the company. You have to give players the confidence of what they're getting, what they're receiving. And at the end of the day, it's about the player, right? It's about the consumer. I don't give a fuck about the owners. I give a fuck about my consumers. Because without them paying, none of us are getting paid. Nobody's getting paid without people consuming a product. And that's what businesses forget these days. You don't dictate. Your consumers do. You provide. There's your answer to Business 101. So your opinion? Oh, I got money. Cool. Are you in or out? Well, I think no. In or out. That's it. There's your options. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't. I really don't. So yeah, I'm an asshole. I'm a big asshole. I'm a big dick. So is my brother. But my brother's the vice president of a company. He makes 6 figures a year. And he's a dick. He's a well-paid dick. He's a well-paid dick. And that's the way we are in my family. We don't give a fuck. We're here to do one thing, make you money. And you shut the fuck up and let us. That's what we do. That's what we're molded for. So, hey man, have at it. It is what it is. Love me or hate me. That's why I tell people. At the end of the day, when people will say, well, we hate you. You think I care? I've never cared. I'm raised to not give a fuck what people think. Because my best interest is for my employees. My best interest are for the people who are around me. I want to keep people working. I want to keep people getting paid. I wanted to keep things moving in the direction it needs to do. That's my sensei for you. Thank you. Anyways, man, I do got to get going. I do have a very, like I said, and you guys heard it. I can't say if it's going to come to fruition, and I really can't. It may not. It may never. I mean, this product may never see the light of day. It may never. And I'm cool with that. But I'm a stickler for it. I turned down the opportunity before because I didn't like what was being demanded from me. I'm not a person to settle because you're going to hand me money and I'm going to, just, oh my, I'm going to do whatever you say because you're going to give me the chance to come out with this product and it'll be everything you want. Bullshit, motherfucker. You want my fucking product? Woohoo! Ooh boy. Wait a minute. You're dictating? No, there, Holmes. You got me bent. You got me twisted. You're going to make money because, you hold the majority of the, the investment. So you'll reap the most benefit out of it, not me. So if you want my product and you want my time, well, here's my demands. So you're going to meet my demands or nobody will get it at all. That's fine. I'm cool with that. So anyways, man, I'm going to let y'all go. You have 4,000 views in total. 684,000 views in total. Yeah, no, I have a little bit more than that, but if you want to do that, that's fine. But yeah, I have a lot of views. Yeah, I have quite a bit. So, but anyways, man, I'm gonna let you all go. Once again, Mystic Raven, Mystics MMOs. Seriously, best of luck, brother. That's a big deal. I don't know. We'll see. If like I said, my gaming days might be coming to an end shortly. So, as far as like content creating, but we'll see. I'll announce if I'm going to be leaving content creating, and at least some of you guys will know why. I won't get to talk about it, at all, really a lot. But if I end up quitting content creating, at least you know. At least you know why. It's not because I'm mad and I'm throwing whatever. It's because I've just become their competitor. I've become their competitor with the investors. So, yeah. And they better hope my product never sees the light of day. They better hope. Because I will rain hell down on them. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Suman. All right, man. I'm out. Thank you, guys. Once again, Mystic Raven, Mystics MMOs. Y'all have a nice day.